morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook. And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the PT on Ice Daily Show. It's Friday. It's Fitness Athlete Friday, and also it's New Year's Eve. How awesome that we are closing out another eventful and unforeseen 2021 and then rolling into 2022. And this has got people doing what we always do on New Year's Eve, which is getting out some piece of paper and making our resolutions as we roll into the new year. And so I just have a couple thoughts this morning. If you're in that mindset, if you're sitting there reflecting on the year, if you're looking forward to 2022 and you're looking ahead and saying, how is this year going to be different than last year? What do I want to resolve to change about myself personally, professionally, maybe in my health or wellness? So I just have a thought today about, not setting resolutions, but setting a development plan, right? Like not setting a resolution for here's all the things I hate about myself and here's all the things that I wish that I was, and I'm just going to wish them into belief for 2022. But instead, look at the areas of your life that you want to see more growth happen in. You want to see more development happen in your clinical life, your personal life, your fitness and health and wellness life, right? And for that development to actually happen, if you say, I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right things, I just need to develop further in this area, I need to develop further in that area, that takes discipline, right? It takes daily, weekly, monthly, yearly discipline to achieve that development. So today's topic is development through discipline for 2022. And I think sometimes the term discipline is like it can come across as a little bit harsh at times. It can come across as a little bit like it's all or nothing. I'm either disciplined or I'm a failure. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? You can make small daily discipline measures, little like you brush your teeth every morning, the discipline to put toothpaste on that toothbrush and to stick it in your mouth and to do that daily discipline. All of us possess enough discipline to see the development that we want to see in our lives. It's just a matter of putting it on paper, organizing your calendar, organizing your week and your month and your year so that you actually achieve those goals and those visions that you have for yourself in your life. And that daily discipline in whatever arena that may be. And the first one that comes to mind is clinical care, right? A lot of us on this podcast right now, physical therapists, PTAs, students, other healthcare workers, we appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you. But that healthcare clinical setting, right? How do we want to develop as a clinician? How do we anticipate sharpening our sword? A lot of times when we travel and we teach, we hear of a lot of folks that, will tell us, I have 15 years of clinical experience. Well, do you have 15 developed years? Or do you have 1 year that's repeated 15 times? Do you have the same 1 year of discipline and development and then you just stamped it out for all the patients that came through the door over the last 10, 12, 15 years? Now, we see a lot of clinicians that come to our courses that have actively been developing their clinical skill set for 10, 12, 15, 20 years. And those are impressive clinicians to encounter. They have a wide base of knowledge. They've experienced a lot of things. They've tried a lot of things clinically. They know what works. They know what doesn't. Their sword is sharp, right, from that development. But don't just assume that the more time you've put in equals more development than your clinical care. It most certainly does not, right? So how do you plan on sharpening that sword? What's your discipline for setting up success in 2022 to become more clinically precise? Are you going to treat back pain the same way you've been treating it? Or are you looking to really resolve and get better at resolving low back pain? Do you plan on going to a lumbar spine management course? Are you humble enough to look at the treatment and the outcomes that you're receiving in the clinic and say, there might be some more stuff that I stand to learn. There might be some few areas that I can sharpen up. I thought I had a good handle on screening out radiculopathy, but I think I can sharpen that up a little bit by getting some technique tips around screening out the lower leg, screening out the hip, looking at radiculopathy. How's my straight leg raise test look? All these areas that I can sharpen up to become a more polished clinician. I can develop in 2022 because I had the discipline to take myself to a course and learn and apply that stuff on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday when I'm in the clinic and I'm treating low back pain. Guys, our courses are already up for 2022. I can speak for the fitness athlete team that most of the lead faculty is entirely booked for a good portion of 2022. The courses are on the calendar, right? And if they're not yet, they will be soon. So you can sit down the first day of the year, and if clinical care development is what you're looking to achieve in 2022, book the course now. Put it on your calendar now. In March, I'm going to the Modern Management Older Adult. I'm seeing some older folks in the clinic. I'm the only PT. I'm the only PTA in this area. I need to know how to better manage these older adults. I'm going to the course. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out my travel, my logistics, and when that course comes up, I'm there. It's not up for debate. It's not like, I hope I make it to a course this year. You've booked it. You put the discipline down. The development is in your calendar. It's going to happen, right? If you want to make it to a fitness athlete course, we have all over the country, scattered this year. Myself, Zach, Joe, we're going to be traveling all over, even making it up into Canada hopefully this year. We're looking forward to getting barbells in people's hands. If that's an area of your clinical development that's been lacking, and you've been kicking around, you've been jumping on these podcasts and listening and picking up a little bit here and there as you go, and you're really looking to double down and get the full experience, make your way to a fitness athlete course. We have the absolute most fun out of all the staff. You can ask anyone. Trust me, they're jealous of how much fun we have at our course, right? We get to lift barbells all weekend long, understand the core lifts, the foundational lifts, movements, regressions, progressions. That's your development, and you carry that back into the clinic, and you apply that in your treatment approach day after day, week after week. And at the end of the year, you sit down and you look at this paper from where you were today and where you are next year, and you're a very different clinician. And by different, we hopefully mean better, right? At ICE, we say different is better, right? Hopefully, when you sit down next year, you look and you say, okay, I achieved these five courses over the last year. And the content that I received through those 5 courses, I was able to apply for the older adult, pregnancy, postpartum, the fitness athlete that comes in. I'm better with my low back pain patients. I'm better with my neck pain patients. I don't struggle with that cervicogenic headache anymore. My hands have gotten a lot sharper this year as far as cervical manipulation or lumbar manipulation is concerned. That is a more precise clinical skill set that you're carrying forward through your discipline to be able to plan that out and execute on that. It's not a resolution. It's development through discipline. And the same thing can be said in your fitness life, your health and wellness in your fitness life, right? If you just hope to lose 20 pounds for the new year, or you just hope to get stronger in 2022, those goals won't be achieved. But if you develop a plan and you apply some daily discipline to that, you will in fact achieve those goals. And you just need to be certain with yourself what it is that you need to. Is it consistency that needs to happen for you? Like you like training, but it's 1 day here and then 4 days off and then 2 days on and then 6 days off. Then we just need smaller chunks of consistency as we go through the week. Can you find 30 minutes in your calendar that you put in exercise? And it's always there. It's Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30. It's exercise. And whatever you get in that 30 minutes is good enough, because it's better than just simply skipping it and then tomorrow I lose momentum and that lack of momentum builds on itself. Just put it in your calendar. If all you have in your tight schedule is 20 to 30 minutes, you block it out. It's always there. Every single night when you go to bed and you check your calendar for the next day, you're going to see at 12 to 12:30 I'm exercising. And that can be 7 minutes of burpees. That can be a 20-minute AMRAP. That can be ride the assault bike if that's all I have time for. That can be go for a run because it's a nice day out and I want to get some vitamin D. But you know that those 30 minutes are dedicated to some form of exercise. That's the discipline to get out, put your shoes on, and do it. It's in my calendar. I have to check that box. It's just like a phone meeting that you have to take at 8 a.m. It's just like brushing your teeth at 6 in the morning. It's no different than all the other components that you check the box on throughout the day, that your health and wellness gets that box checked. If you're going through your CrossFit development and the next stage that you want to take or the next step that you want to take, some of that may come down to a mental decision or a mental state or how you're speaking to yourself or what your plans and goals are during each individual workout, right? You need to take yourself from the novice mindset to the more professional mindset when it comes to training. You need to stop looking at workouts and being scared of them on paper and instead start looking at the workout and how you're going to attack it based on your strengths and weaknesses. This is not, I'm going to die in this workout. It's, okay, this is 5 rounds. This is going to take the better part of 35 minutes to chew through this. I need to have a plan through round 1. I'm going to evaluate the clock. My goal is that round 1 is done in 6 minutes. And then I'm going to look at trying to, hit that same goal for the next 4 rounds. My goal then is to try to finish in 30 instead of 35 minutes. You're attacking the workout differently than just falling victim to it. Another day, another hard workout. I can't wait for it to be over. It's a mental decision. It's mental discipline that you have to take to get yourself to that next level of your fitness and as an athlete, if that's what you're looking to pursue, right? The last thing that I have on paper that I'm looking forward to striving for in 2022 is discipline in the home life too. We spend a lot of time talking about professional development, fitness development, achieving in all these avenues, but don't forget that there's a home life that you need to achieve in as well. And there's work that needs to be put in as a spouse, as a husband, as a wife, as a father, as a mother, right? How am I developing myself for 2022 to be better in the things that really matter, right? The things at home that really matter. What am I doing to be a better husband? Are we carving out time for our relationship? You carve out all of this time in your work week for courses, for travel, for CEUs, right? And trust me, we love that. We encourage all of that, right? But also don't neglect the fact of, hey, I need to achieve and I need to excel in my relationship as well. And that means another partner, that means my spouse, that means my significant other. We need to work together with them to figure out what's our development plan for the new year. What are some areas that we could be better at? Can we be better at making more time for each other during the week? Can we be better at making more time for each other on the weekends? Right? These are all areas that I look forward to sitting down and developing for the new year so that everything comes together cohesively. That when I sit back and reflect and go, man, I really nailed it this year on the clinical front, but everything else fell to pieces, right? How can you make daily discipline changes that help you develop into a better clinician, a better human from a health and fitness standpoint as an athlete, and a better spouse or significant other or in your relationships that you carry outside of business as well? Put some development plans on paper today, apply just a little bit of discipline to them, and see if you can't set some goals up for success for the new year that are actually achievable and that aren't just pipe dreams that aren't going to happen come the new year. Let me be the first, hopefully, to wish you guys a happy new year. Be safe if you're celebrating out tonight with family or with friends. I want to draw your attention to a few courses. We're not really, we slow things down for the holiday season around Thanksgiving, Christmas a little bit, but we hit the floor running when it comes to January 1. So what we have is modern management of the older adult coming right here to CrossFit Fenton. That's next weekend, January 8th. So if you're looking to better service the older adult, come check that course out January 8th here at CrossFit Fenton in Michigan. We also have Extremity coming to Atlanta January 15th. So if you're looking to better manage extremity-related issues, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, ankle, go check out that course in Atlanta January 15th. And then from a fitness athlete standpoint, our first course is with Zach out in Las Vegas. That's January 29th. And then after that, things start happening fast. So check our calendar, as always, ice.physio or ptonice.com. Check the live course offerings, see what's coming in your neighborhood, and make the development plan to join us for those courses if that's what's important to you for the new year. I wish you guys all a fantastic New Year's Eve and an even better 2022, and I look forward to having this conversation next year and seeing where we went. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.